Hello. Wow, this is amazing, guys. Welcome to Katie K's Living Room. Welcome to the Living Room Show. Now, this is the leap year stand-up comedy graduation show. Okay. It only happens every 4 years. So you're very lucky to be here. My name is Rita. And I just wanted to thank the Keiths for basically donating their house for this show. It's a beautiful home. I hope you've all signed waivers. Make sure we don't have any damage. Tip your waiters, by the way. And I just wanted to also let you know that there are bathrooms right off the kitchen and then one in the basement if you need to do that. So I'm going to take the mic off. This first thing you learn in comedy class is you have to take the mic out and move this away. So, just so you know, just a little tip. So, my name is Rita, and I was the teacher of 4 beautiful, very hilarious women and 3 of them are going to be performing tonight. One couldn't make it, unfortunately, but next time you'll see her. And I used to get really nervous. Sometimes I still get a little nervous when I perform, and this is something I teach in the class. You want to hear a little tip about not being nervous? Okay, so this is what you do. Every time you feel nervous, you just say, "I'm so excited." That's it. So I would go home before a show, and I would just walk around the living room going, "I'm so excited, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited." And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. If this comedy thing doesn't work out, I could totally do bad soft porn. Right? Just turn the whole thing around. So I have 3 kids. Like that segue went right from soft porn to I have 3 kids. Very appropriate. And I like to make healthy food for them, and they're of an age, most of them are out of the house, but there's one left, my 17-year-old, and how do I describe her? She's culinarily an emancipated minor. She lives with us, but she doesn't eat with us, like I serve food fit for a king. She likes Burger King, right? I serve nutritious meals. She likes Happy Meals. So, I'm kind of over it. It is what it is, as they say. But sometimes I get frustrated. I don't feel appreciated. And one time she came home and she said, "Mom, I need new shoes." And I felt a little passive aggressive. And I said, "Oh yeah? Well, why don't you go down to 7-Eleven and maybe Tony can make some out of old burrito wrappers tied with a Twizzler." And the next day she shuffled in. I could hear crinkling paper, and I said, "Oh, great, something for your feet that you can eat. That's good." Do you ever have a friend start a conversation with you like this? "I want to tell you something that happened to me, but it kind of involves someone we both know." Okay, so I tell my friend, "Please, just tell me the story. It's no big deal." Because I know she's going to completely blow it. We're going to find out who this person is. So I have a 3-pronged approach. First is I go in as a detective. I'm like Columbo. I'm asking questions that are slip her up. Like, "So in this story, she handed you the wine with her left hand? Or did you say she has a distinguishing scar on her left cheek? Or were there 2 toddlers involved in that?" And that kind of gets it down to about 1,000 people I know. So then I go in for the second prong of the approach, which is the senatorial hearing, which is yes or no. Does she go to Zumba on Tuesday nights? I said yes or no. And if she starts filibustering, then I go, "Let the record show it is a yes. I reclaim my time." And then the last approach is just like, I just let anything go. I'm like, blink twice if she's in the room. Or, does her name rhyme with Messica? I'm a greeter. Hello, I'm a greeter. It's all very amateur. I'm not a professional greeter, although I am thinking of taking a training class for Walmart. And sometimes I went to a thrift store and I bought a blue vest and I have a name tag. And I just like saying hello to people. I'm a friendly person. This is why I moved to this town. It's a friendly small town. But I have to say, not everyone's gotten the memo on that. And it gets a little awkward when I'm walking down the street and I'm saying, hello, hello. And I had this one guy, he was walking this way, and I was like, about to say hello, and he literally did this. Like gave me the cheek. And I was like, wow, that's really awkward. And then the next time I was walking down the street and someone was waving, and so I'm confidently waving back like, yeah, how are you? And then I realized he's waving to someone else. You ever do that one? So my go-to is I keep waving and I pretend I'm waving to someone behind him. Right? Any parents in the audience? Yeah. You're all the tired looking ones. Right? It's a mixed bag. Come on, be honest. It's a mixed bag, right? I was not anticipating all the feelings that I would have raising children. I was like, I'm like happy, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm ecstatic, I'm nervous, I'm exhausted, and all before 8 a.m. and the medication. But my kids are, they're really cute, like my 3-year-old would come up to me with a really cute face and she'd give me a little bouquet of flowers and I'm like, oh, that's so adorable. Until I found out she picked them from the neighbor's garden. Apparently they didn't have that, that sign like the dogs shouldn't pee in the garden, but they didn't have like a no toddler sign that she could read. So, and then I had another kid who said, Mom, I made you a heart for Valentine's. And I was like, oh, that's so great. Where is it? In the car. Okay, so I go in the car and it was there, drawn with a Sharpie on the center armrest. And I was like, yay, that's so great. Thanks, honey. Oh, man. Ooh. Now we call her our little depreciator. But they're all grown now. They're young adults, and so they express their love in different ways now. I get texts. Like, needed to use the credit card, heart emoji. And I'm like, oh, I write back, oh, you're so good at spending my money. And then I'm thinking, and we're still paying back the cleaning bill for that armrest. Anyone have an electric car? Yeah? Do you feel good about it? Feel really proud about yourself? Okay. That's good. You know what we're not proud about? The electric chair. It could be worse, it's very efficient. Before, from what I've heard, like a long time ago, they just had the chair, right? You just sit in the chair, they strap you in, and come back in a couple of weeks. Are you done? Oh, you're still alive. All right. Look, I'm just saying it could be worse, right? Could be worse. Think about the gas-powered chair. That would have been horrible. Polluter. All right, just saying. All right, take that one off the set next time. Girls, you hear that? This is what happens when things just go down south. Just don't worry about it. Just keep going. All right. So I'm getting older, which is kind of a silly thing to say because once you're born, you're getting older, right? We're all getting older. But I'm turning 58 this year. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for clapping that I made it this far. I feel really young now. I'm embracing it, I decided that I will start carrying lint-covered cough drops in my purse. I have a crystal ashtray in my living room next to my plastic-covered sofa. I think that's important. And getting older is an interesting thing. I kind of feel like I need attention, more attention now that I'm an older woman. When I was a younger woman and I was in my 20s, I hated the attention, from men. It was, it's too much. But when you're this age, you're like, please pay attention to me. Call me girl. Please call me girl. I'll call you boy. It's great. And, I am like, open the door for me, flirt with me, roofie me. You know how guy saying she was asking for it. I'm like, yes! Yes, I am! I'm the poster girl for that. Jeez. Sometimes I tell my husband, please tell me to smile because I'll look prettier. Come on. How about eyes down here? Jeez. So I am married to a really nice guy. He doesn't look really at my chest anymore. He's just kind of looking at other things. But when you're married, I've been married almost 25 years. You can clap for that. Yes, that's rare. Yeah, and one of the things that I've noticed is that things don't change. They just shift. They shift down, right? Like, my hair goes from here to here, like I get hairs on my chin. The fat from my boobs have gone to my waist. The gaze between my husband and I has just gone down to an iPad, really. When we run upstairs at the end of the day, it's not for intimacy, it's really to watch Better Call Saul. And I don't really have orgasms anymore. I have like sargasms. Like in the beginning it was, I thought I would think of him and go, he's really smart, what a nice ass, And now it's like, really nice, smart ass. And then to add insult to injury, sometimes I have yonggasms. Y'all have ever yonggasm? So in the beginning it was like, wow, you're incredible. And then it became, you're incredible. And now it's like, you're incredible.
I got it.
Yeah. You get it. The other thing about getting older is that sometimes I'm driving and I forget where I'm going. You ever do that? So I made a promise to myself, if I'm ever driving and I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going to go to the nearest store because I probably need something there that I forgot. So I do that, right? So just park anywhere. It's Target. They've got everything. All right, there's something in there. Do I have a dog? I don't know. I'll get dog food. But the other thing I do is I get out of the car to go to the store. I turn around and face the parking lot just so I can remember where my car is. You ever do that? Like, okay, there it is. It's in the next. Okay, there's a thing. Okay. And and sometimes I forget when I'm going into a room. You ever go into a room and not remember why you went to a room? Like right now? Okay, yeah, I think I got it. I know where I am. And that's why I tell the students, like, when you think of a joke, write it down right away. And then wear your name tag when you come to class. Has anyone noticed there's a little inflation going on? Has anyone noticed that? A little bit higher, a little bit, yeah. The time where I really noticed it was when the rock bottom prices of Whole Foods went up. That's when I really noticed it. I was in Whole Foods the other day. I was getting my monthly supply, my $50 monthly supply of multivitamins in Whole Foods. And I was walking down the condiment aisle to leave, and I was like, ooh, pickles, I get some pickles. And I saw the pickles, and they were $7. And I'm like, what? That's a scam. Pickles cost pennies. But somehow when it goes into that like 365 brand, I think 365 is really just the percentage of markup that they put on everything in Whole Foods, right? So I'm like, all right, but I love pickles. So how do I had to do the mental gymnastics, right, of why I'm going to buy these pickles for $7. So I'm like, okay, they're organic and they're sustainably grown and biodiverse and GMO-free and pasture raised and okay, I love all that stuff. I really want to support it. I want to support the organic farmers. So, okay, I guess this is saving the planet. I guess I'm saving the planet for $7 here. This seems like this is a deal. I'm a deal, right? So I get the pickles, I take them off the shelf, and I'm like, for $7 for pickles, you think there'd be someone in back of me just carrying this around? Like I have to carry it around now too? All right. So I check out of Whole Foods, and I leave, and I've got multivitamins in one, and pickles in the other, and I look out, and the sun is setting, and I'm like, where the hell is my car? Yeah. So, anyone have kids in college? Woo! Yeah, that's all the depressed people. Okay, so next year I'm gonna have 3 kids in college.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we are the stupidest parents on the planet. Got 3 kids in college. And everyone says, you know, going to college is really hard. You got to do the essay. No, the essay is not the hardest part of college. The hardest part of college is the FAFSA. Does anyone know what the FAFSA is? Okay, I can you say it? So it's right. It's an online governmental form that you are forced to fill out so that colleges can then tell you that you're not going to get any financial aid. Right? It's FAFSA, feeling around for secret assets. That's what it means. Yeah. Right? Put that on your cap. Or what I call it when I'm filling it out, fucking asshole, fucking shitty asshole. The FAFSA is like a governmental alien abduction program because you go in, you're confused, you're nervous, you have to submit to things, they financially anally probe you, and then no one believes you unless they've gone through the same thing. Right? And then they ask questions. This is the type of financial questions they ask you are the type of questions you get if someone is about to mug you. Right? Like, so how much money you got on you? Oh yeah? All the pockets? Do you have your wallet? Where's your purse? You know? Or they ask you questions. They ask you questions that are context questions, like, are you getting free meals at school? Or do you need alimony? Or what's your usual investment in pickles, for instance? Guys, I think we've warmed up. Do you think we've done the warm-up? So I'm going to do the next thing we do, which is this. Are you ready for a big show? Yeah.